And we're back. Sorry about that. Had to clean up a little bit. And had to run out and lock the car, do things like that. So, story time. Much better. So, on the way home, I suddenly got very, very sad. And I have no idea why. It makes absolutely no sense in the world. But hey, things happen. And I started missing my ex. Now, this isn't the guy I just broke up with 4 months ago? Almost 5 months ago. Sorry, I had to do the math in my head. But yeah, so almost 4 or 5 months ago, I just broke up with this guy, greatest guy in the world. Absolutely adore him. He's just not the one for me. You know how it is. Look. I'm going to do this. In the meantime, then this. No. You saw nothing. You see nothing. Now you see my Frappuccino up close, which nobody wanted to see, but hey. Now you do, now you don't. Anyway, so great guy, but we weren't clicking. Well, it wasn't clicking for me. It was clicking for him, which sucks. But this isn't the guy I'm missing. I'm missing the guy I dated in high school. Again, 10 fucking years ago. Makes no sense. I know this. Everybody in the world knows this. No one is surprised that I don't want to call him up. I assume he's doing great without me. I assume, he doesn't need me back in his life. I mean, I did Facebook stalk him for 2 minutes, but aside from him no longer being with the girl that I saw him with, I don't know, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, whenever I last Facebook stalked him, which was so fucking forever ago, I don't remember. And I remember being happy for him when he was with somebody. And I mean, I don't even know if he's single or not. He just doesn't have anyone in his profile picture, and we're not Facebook friends. And I'm not going to Facebook friend him because that's a bad idea. So instead, I'm going to do a different bad idea, which is I'm going to be drinking this Frappuccino first, and then this Frappuccino, and then this Frappuccino. But anyway, story time. Story time is the best time. So, how about we go for a walk? I feel like a walk would be more productive. Let's go for a walk. I'm going to put on my jacket. My very, very special jacket. I don't know if you can see this. Dan Plan jacket. Can you see this? There it is. My Dan Plan limited edition jacket. We're not doing a face reveal tonight. Anyway, let's go for a walk. Now I'm going to be an idiot and not lock the door, because I'm too lazy to. So, story time, once more. I decide to do this challenge, and I challenge myself to drink 3 of these. So, working on the first one here, I go over to the Starbucks. Very nice people, at least for tonight. Very, very nice people. And when I get there, I decide to go through the drive-thru. And if they're watching this, thank you. You guys were great. But there's a line in the drive-thru. So I gotta wait through the line and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. I make my 3 orders. I pretend that it's not for myself because I don't want to act like I'm a weirdo too much. You know I'm a weirdo, and I know I'm a weirdo, but not everybody needs to know I'm a weirdo, you know? Anyway. So I get there to the window and I'm like, here's the money. And they thank me. And I give them a tip and they thank me again. And I ask, would it be too much trouble if I could get a water? Because where I work right now, they have a whatchamacallit, a boil water notice, which means that the water right now isn't safe in that area. So I couldn't drink anything. So for half of my shift, I wasn't supposed to drink anything. Which, it wasn't a super long shift. It was like a 6-hour shift. No big deal. But still, for more than half my shift, because I got there and I got my usual drink when I get there. But then I was asked, instead of being a cashier at the pizza place I work at, I won't say which one, just that it's a specialty shop. They're like, yeah, well, we're running behind on drivers. So we need you to actually go and drive there. And deliver. They needed me to be a delivery driver. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. Don't really care. Ooh! The Rap Shack. So that's what replaced fucking, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. YouTube's not happy with that word. Despite YouTube going through all kinds of shiz and drama right now. That's what replaced Chipotle. By the way, I do a lot of tangents. Tangents are a thing I do. It's kind of what I do. Anyway, and I'm on a busy road. In case all of that wasn't a clue, and all that zoom, zoom, zoom wasn't a clue. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. More zooming. So, anyway, that was a tangent. Delivery driver, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't drink anything, blah, blah, blah. Back to Starbucks, which was the original story, for no fucking reason, other than I think it's a cute story. This asshole. You're in a McDonald's. You don't need to rev your car. Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. Damn it. I'm not supposed to use bad words on YouTube. Fuck. I had to get it out. I'm sorry. I had to. More zooming. Anyway, back to Starbucks. We will get through this story eventually. Maybe, probably. My hands are cold. I'm cold. I don't know why I'm doing this challenge. I haven't even drank that much because I've been talking. So, let me take a sip so I can actually do the fucking challenge. I'm there and I'm like, this is a good idea. Which, sadly, is how most of my ideas happen. And I talked to the guys and they said, no, it's fine. You can get your water. It's fine. Thank you for being patient. They're telling me that one of the people in front of me had to have their order remade a lot of times because it wasn't made correctly or not to their standards or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care, but I'm trying to be kind and polite because I understand what it's like to be in that position when you're in the window of a drive-thru and you're trying to get people through as quickly as possible. So I'm waiting and they hand me the water first and I'm like, cool. And then they hand me my second drink. Cool. And then they hand me my third drink. I'm like, do you have a cup holder thing? Nope. I'm like, okay. Well, this is going to be a juggling act. But I managed it. I got home without spilling a single one. And then I almost spilled this one in my home. But that's... You saw that already. Sort of, kind of. You saw me saving it. I think. Probably. pretty sure. Anyway, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. So I have 3 of 4 drinks now, and I'm waiting. And there's 3 cars stacked behind me. And I ask the first time, do you need me to pull around? Do you need me to pull in front? No, it'll be out. I'll wait another minute or 2. And now they've put down the drink for the next person. And I'm like, okay, somebody else comes over and he's like, are you waiting on this drink? And I'm like, no. I'm like, do you need me to pull around? And he's like, no. It should be out in like less than a minute. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they put down the second drink. And somebody else comes over. And they're like, we're sorry for the wait. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, I'm going to pull around and I'm going to come inside. And they're like, would you? That would be fantastic. Because, you have at least one hot drink and another drink, that a mixed drink, just kind of sitting there at the window. I don't want that hot drink to start getting cold. And I don't want that mixed drink to start, unmixing. I don't know what it is, but like, you have to keep consistently mixing your drinks, At least that's how it feels like when I'm at Starbucks. So you have to keep them mixed, or else it doesn't taste as good. Or you have to drink them really quickly, right after they're made and mixed. So I'm like, I pull around and I come in and I see the first guy who handed me my drinks. And he's kind of like looking at me like, you're coming in? And I'm like, yeah. And then I walk in. And then I hear the other 2 talking, who had been helping me at the window. And I think one of them was the manager. And he goes, the one who was at the window that helped me last, it's like, she's coming in. So I come up to the area where you can pick up your drinks, and he hands me my drink, and I'm like, yeah, thanks. And he's like, do you want a free pastry on us, a free cookie, anything, thanks so much, basically, for helping out and being patient with us. Because I understand, they got to get their drinks out. Like, it's not like they're trying to, and I'm sorry, I apologize right now, because I probably sound like a valley girl, because I say like a lot. And hilariously, we're going to pause that story. The reason why I say like a lot is because stupid little me, when I was 19, I decided I was going to say like as like my filler word. Exactly like that. So I decided that would be my filler word to mock those girls. And then it became a habit without me realizing it. And now I'm too fucking lazy to break it. Anyway, so he offered me the free pastry, and I'm like, no, it's cool. I'm like, just, can I have a straw? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. He goes, are you sure you don't want the pastry? I'm like, no, it's fine. I understand, I used to work fast food and I left. And that's the story, but I just, like, I understand you people at Starbucks, and I understand you people in the drive-thru, and I hope that there's at least one person who makes your day a little brighter by doing something like that, where they're like, no, I don't need anything free, and I'll make your life a little easier, and I'll leave you a tip, and I'll be nice about it. Because most people will do one of those 3 things, but not all 3. And I'm not saying I'm going to do that every single time. There's going to be days where I'm a fucking asshole, and that's because I'm an asshole. I know that shit about me, and I own that shit, and I am saying bad words on YouTube again. I'm not getting money from this, it's fine. This is for me. This is for no one else. I'm a freaking fool. I don't know why I'm doing this, but this has been Adventures with ADHD. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed. I am going to go finish this at home and my other 2. And that will be my bad decision of the night. That will stop me, hopefully, as it's intended to, from messaging my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend. He's not mine anymore. We have no relationship whatsoever. I have no claim to him. He probably doesn't even think about me anymore. This is my bad decision. I'm not allowed to have any more bad decisions. No more bad decisions. I spent part of my tip money on this. I'm not allowed to have any more bad decisions. No more bad decisions. Remind me of that. No more bad decisions. I have nothing to do with him. He's living a great life. I have to remind myself. I have to remind myself constantly. I was a toxic person in high school. I was not a good person. And it is better for me to leave all of my friends and the people I used to know alone, because the person I was in high school was not a good person. So I need to leave those people alone and let them live happy, good lives without me in them. Without me in them. And that's the best thing for them. And I have to remind myself that. Don't reach out to them. Don't try to talk to them. Don't do anything. Because if they wanted to have you in their life, they would have reached out to you. You tried to hold on to one friendship from high school, and she didn't want to hold on to that friendship with you. And she already told you point blank that you weren't one of her people. You weren't one of her forever people. So don't try to hold her back or pull her back in your life, because you might be pulling her back to something bad. And the same thing for your other friends. You were a toxic friend at times, and it was both partially your fault and partially not your fault. I have to remind myself this too. I was going through a lot of shit back then. I was not emotionally mature for my age. Like, I wasn't at the same age range emotionally as most people. And I have to remind myself of that. And this is going really deep. And I don't think that, this is good for a video to be this deep so soon. And we're going to end it here. I'm going to go home. I'm going to do my challenge and not think about things. I'm going to watch TV and pretend I'm a better person than I am. Because that's all I can do at the end of the day. That's been it for ADHD Adventures. I'm sorry this got so real at the end. I'm sorry this got a little depressing. Well, maybe for you, not for me. I'm still happy and chipper, but I have sugar. And as anyone who has ADHD knows, sugar and this much sugar means it's going to be a fun night tonight. Tonight is going to be great. I don't have work tomorrow, so tomorrow I can sleep in as much as I fucking want. Damn it, I'm saying bad words again. That's okay, it's not going to get monetized anyway. I have my drink. I have my peace of mind. And tonight, I will make no more bad decisions besides drinking 3 of these within under an hour. That's the challenge. What time is it? It is... it's 1 minute to midnight. Fuck yeah. I'm giving up on not cursing because I can't not curse. Fuck yeah. From midnight to 1 is 3 frappuccinos. Starting now. Bye.